rolling.
Oh, so
Oh, you mean the one with where they talk about the swine? I mean,
no, what do you call it?
Suddenly.
Con.
Yes.
Yeah, I watch yo, man.
But that's how it is. That's a beautiful thing.
Con.
All right. Shalom, 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 shalom. We're out here in El Paso, Texas. Another wicked sodomite queendom city here in Great Babylon, America, to bring out this testimony, this gospel, okay? Looking to bring this message out to the hopefully elect of Israel, Yasharala, also called Blacks and American Latino, while simultaneously letting these wicked heathen nations, particularly these Amalekites, these Kites, these Jewish conglomerates, these sort of so-called white man, know that his destruction is very near. But before we get started, we'd like to turn to the east and give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Kakadash, double honors and teachers, others, and apostles, praise no son, also to your brothers, and they put on the truth, faithfully, fearlessly, feeding the sheep, and to your brothers and sisters, tuning in, Shalom. And here we are again, once more, again on the highway and the byway, okay, bringing out the testimony of Yahushua, Mashiach, these doggone wicked, family soft, pedophiles that you see driving around these vehicles, again, these walking dead people who understand, okay, because they don't pay attention to the news and the headlines, the Great Babylon America is on its downfall right now. And we can see in the news what happened. You had Google laid off 12,000, okay, you got Microsoft laid off 10,000, you get Amazon laid off 18,000, and the list goes on and on and on. And so that's the popular companies that they listen right now. How much more so with these mom and pop places going on here? And you know why? Okay, for you jakes out there that are trusting into this man, let's read exactly who this man is all about. This is the book of Job, chapter 30, starting with verse 5, and it says, "They were children driven forth from among men. They cried after them, after a thief, who dwelt in the cliffs of the valley, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks." So this man is a caveman. There's a reason why he comes with a Geico commercial saying a caveman can do it, because when they look at the fact that they came with the caves, okay, and was able to overthrow kings and princes, okay, and set themselves as gods of this earth, why wouldn't you want to brag about that? And it says, "Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they will gather together. They were children of fools, yeah, children of base men. They were viler than the earth." Okay? So this is a vile, a base man. Okay? 18 nations created by the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. This man, the so-called white man, is actually at the bottom. So much so that during the time of when Yahushua Mashiach returned and we are ruling, okay, this man is going to have the most terrifying 1,000 years that they've ever experienced. Okay, then afterward they're going to be rounded up and put to death, because why? They're absolutely useless. Okay, so the so-called white people that you're looking at, they are beneath the gooks, they're beneath the kikes, they're beneath they're beneath the Hamites. Okay, them dingy, dirty, niggerish. Oh, you see in Africa. Okay, and they certainly are beneath us. What up?
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 16. It says, "Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child, and thy princes eat in the morning." Okay? Because the mindset of the self-proclaimed white man, Esau Edom, is it's of a childlike mind state, man. Very demented and sadistic. Okay? Very petty and demonic in his rulership. All right? You know, looking to convert this world into a gigantic playground, man. Okay, so it's because they get a kick out of destroying shit. You know, like I said in Revelation, the 6th chapter, how they were, they were created to remove peace from the earth, man. And what their blessing, which is a sword. Okay, and a sword is not just talking about a sword. A sword is a weapon of destruction, man. Okay, and they have various modifications of weapons of destruction, including weapons of mass destruction. Okay, you know. And that's why they've been conspiring, a cyber attack, through cybernetics and whatnot. Okay, quote unquote anticipating it. These cyber attacks between now 2023 and 2025, man. That's one of the main themes. All right, one of the main agendas of the World Economic Forum that Cotton Schwab had mentioned. All right, not too long ago, man. He said, pay close attention. He said it basically, so many words he was saying, it's not far-fetched, for transportation to be cut off or compromised, all right, hospitals to be shut down, all right, the electric grids to be compromised. That's why we've been hearing about a lot of these energy grids, all right, being compromised, man. Okay, because the devil's behind it. They get a kick out of playing with people's lives, man. Like in that Netflix show, Squid Games, man, or the Wicked Elite. You know, basically those of the upper echelon elite sitting in a high rising. You know what I'm saying? Watching people put themselves to death. You know, over fiat money, man. Okay, you know. So they get it. So they have their devices in place to destroy people, man, including the dragon juice. Now looking making that mandatory again by these new pestilences, quote unquote, that they quote unquote anticipate. All right, because the devil is a very sadistic, demented child, man. Okay, that's why he must be removed from authority. All right, unless else he would destroy the entire world, like it says in Matthew 24 chapter. You know, if it wasn't for Yahweh Shemeshah speeding these times up, in these perilous times we're living in, okay, the devil will destroy everyone, including himself. Because he's a fucking child, man. Yep. A demonic child.
Yep. And when you look at those part of the destruction, it's what? The LGBTQ. No procreation. What we were commanded to do. Okay? Be fruitful and multiply, okay? And this man don't believe in that. This man don't believe in the family structure. Okay? And they're setting everything up right now. When you go into the book of Revelations, this is the book of Revelations 14, 7 verse 6, and it says, and I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having an everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred, tongue, and people, saying with a loud voice, fear, power, and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the foundations of the water. So this is not no accidental, you know, from a little dot, you know, out of nothing, that all of a sudden now you have the expand of the universe, okay? And then somehow this doggone or base man is now on top of everybody. Makes absolutely no sense. Talking about what? Giving glory and honor to Yahweh Shemeshah, and it says, and therefore another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she had made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, accepting homosexuality, okay? Changing the way these nations, okay, who have their own, really actually their own gods and their own culture, okay? Basically they've all adopted what? The ways of Great Babylon, America, okay? The women are out of order, the men are effeminate, okay? And they even duplicate their cities, even look like how Great Babylon, America looks, okay? And it says, it's not here, and it says, and the third angel followed, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and the image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of power, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. You think we have it bad now? You think Deuteronomy 28 was horrible? Which we are right now in the latter part of going through that. You know, we got Jacob's trouble that's coming. Okay, go and take that. Where is it? Okay, this is what this is all about right here. Okay, they're trying to get the society and this entire earth. But in particular, they know who's going to be impacted first. Who's going to be impacted first? Jake. That's why you saw when they're talking about the dragon juice, what they was coming up with. They're trying to convince you to take this, and they at the threat of losing your livelihood, okay, which a lot of our people felt for. And right now you have a momentary, or you got maybe a momentary little bit of relief because you were able to have, you know, a job, continue on to be a slave here in Great Babylon, America. I mean, first thing, if the man is going to tell you and threaten you to not be a doggone slave in the society, why in the hell would you even want to try to go do that? There was a no-brainer for that. But that's why Jakes, you don't want to follow this doggone wicked man, because you don't know who you're dealing with. We know who we're dealing with, and this man is a doggone vile, abominable piece of crap that the Lord has described as the abase man. Go ahead,
Right. This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7. It says, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. All right? So even their NATO and EU allies are drunken off this wine, you know what I'm saying, through that alliance. All right? That European alliance, man. Okay? But now they're starting to sober up, okay, off of that proverbial wine, that Western philosophy, okay? All right, which is why Germany, okay, Germany has refused, to permit Babylon and NATO, all right, to use their Leopard military tanks, all right, because they're more vulnerable at the point of Russian retaliation, okay, for further contributing to the provocations of war against Russia. Because why? Germany relies on about 60%, at least 60% of Russian oil exports. All right, So they know better, man. They know. That's why Olaf, I believe it's the German Prime Minister Olaf Scholz, all right, is feeling the pressure more so from the left to supply Babylon and NATO with their Leopard military tanks because they're really in desperate pressure, all right? Because they're so heavily relying on Russian energy, all right? So now they said Germany said the only way they would agree, okay, to supply America, Babylon, and NATO with their Leopard military tanks is if America agrees to supply them, Germany, with their A1 Abram military tank. And then Babylon's excuse for not doing that was, well, it's a gas guzzler. Well, that doesn't make any fucking sense for the fact that you've been investing billions of military aid, billions of dollars worth of military aid into Ukraine. So how the fuck could you not compensate for a lack of military equipment, okay, or functionality of your military equipment? You can't use an excuse of not being able to supply somebody with a military tank because of gas guzzler when you're allocating about 52% of your federal budget to your military doctrine, man. All right, especially to Ukraine.
Yeah.
So now you're being exposed on that, man, to the point to where your own EU and NATO allies are looking down on you, and they're making secret deals with your top adversaries like Russia, like especially Germany, man.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why in Obadiah, verse 7, it says, I wish I could grab that. Obadiah 7, it says, the brother's gonna read it. Basically, it says how, these nations that were once confederate with you, Edomites, mainly America, Babylon the Great, all right, are not so confederate with you now, man. They're rather conspiring to eliminate you, man.
That's
right.
right.
They have a mutual understanding that you were the common denominator of everyone's problems.
That's right.
Because you always intervene in everyone's sovereign affairs, man.
Yep. This is the book of Obadiah 1, it's down verse 7. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were apace with thee has deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
Not understanding you, that's why, because you are the bottom of the totem pole, man. Contrary to popular belief, the so-called Negro and indigenous person, okay, under the curses of the Heavenly Father, all right, are not the degenerates of the world. You are, okay. That's why it says, "Woe be to you when I king of the child," right? Because that same chapter, Ecclesiastes 10 chapter, which is how the Heavenly Father set up the basis of all men upon horses, roughly paraphrasing. It's Ecclesiastes 10:7. Okay, all right. And you're so base, profane, and vile. All right, that your own comrades, all right, are despising. That's why in Nahum, the 3rd chapter, it prophesies how this place, America, modern day Assyria, the bloody city, will be considered downtrodden to the state of reproach and engagement stock and laughing stock, man. Even these so-called Americans, these so-called die-hard patriotic Americans, okay, are ashamed, all right, to proclaim their American citizenship now because this place, all right, is become so downtrodden, okay, with shame, all right, that they're ashamed to represent this place, man. All right, so even your allies, man, it's like Germany, like Britain, okay. And there's gonna be more European allies that we're gonna be hear about, like France, all right, that are gonna look to defile your brightness, like it says in Ezekiel the 28th chapter, all right, because you're not the hot topic anymore, man, okay, all right, because the Heavenly Father, okay, as the Heavenly Father despises the wickedness of this place great, because the wickedness of America, Babylon the Great, has reached the heavens, man, okay, so even your own allies are no longer in confederacy with you, man. And the Heavenly Father is having them devise mischief and destruction against you, man. That's why Obadiah verse 7 says how they have deceived you, man, because you deceived them. Okay, so now they're giving you a dose of your own medicine, man. Okay, you want to oppress everyone, like it says in Isaiah 14:6, through your wine. Now, these are your own allies giving you a dose of your own medicine, man. Okay, you don't like it very much because your days of bullying the world over, man. Because you were nothing but a fucking a whip. Okay, there's nothing special about you, devil, man. Only thing you have in place is your system. Okay, you can't fight. You can't dance. There's nothing special about you, man. Okay, you were literally the base of the earth, like it says in Job 30:8. Okay, so no one fears you like they used to, man. And that's why Iran and China, and even and Russia are steadily, conducting these joint military drills in these other nations. Okay, all right, to prepare destruction against you, man. All right, because these nations are gonna shoot nukes over here. And like even your general, your military general, Mark Milley, had even admitted that America's defense systems, like the THAAD missile deflecting systems, cannot deflect these hypersonic
that's
weapons.
From the 80s. That's from the 80s crap that they was going like that because when in their lack of wisdom, they don't understand the technology of these other nations was also going to be advanced. Also, so they were dealing with that. If you ever saw this movie called Spy Like Us. They had this thing that when they shoot the laser to try to shoot the missile, the ICBM, when it gets up in space to shoot it, and they missed, proving that their laser weapon technology that they have is not going to be able to hit these hypersonic missiles. Okay, now here's what the future is for America here. This is the book of Joel 3 and 19. It says, Egypt, which is another name for this place, spiritual Egypt, shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. Okay? And it says, but Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation, for I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed. For the Lord Yahweh shall dwell in Zion. So just how they destroy our Mashiach, okay, which is who today the world will call a so-called black man, they've done that, but they've also done that to his people, okay, which is the 1/3 level of Yasharala, Israel, so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos, okay. So these people think that they have gotten away. Right now, we are the mockery of Great Babylon America. Right now, the only time that they actually would reverence us is when we entertain them in sports or some other music or whatever the case is like that, or when we go pick up the garbage, when they throw their stuff on the ground. But other than that, we're nothing to them. You don't mean absolutely nothing, doggone thing. But see, the Lord has said it very clear that He's going to do what? He's going to make this place a desolation, destruction. Okay? And the Lord is not going to do it just in one day. It's going to be a very painstaking way. See, these Edomites, they need to actually have those restless nights, those sleepless nights, those nights when they can't pay their bills, the days they can't put food on the table, having a fear of actually going out in society, okay, to go deal with all of the BS that you take out there. And you see that Deuteronomy 30:7 is starting to take place right now, okay? And then comes the destruction of all these conglomerate of nations that's going to get together and come against Great Babylon. Come on over.
Just curious, I see you guys like at Temple times.
Yeah.
I see you guys do.
We bring out the gospel. To the whole family of Israel. This is the tribulation, which is science. You're really one of these by the. She's recording. Yeah, if she's recording, what is she gonna put on TikTok? What is she putting on? Okay, that's fine. Don't worry about it. That's good. So, what's your father from? What tribe? What are you father? Are you Latino, Mexican, or
Native American?
Native American. So your father's from Native American? And his father? Native American. That would make a tribe of God. Okay. The nation here, when the Europeans came over here, they came and they oppressed the true biblical Hebrew Israelites that were right here, which is the tribe of Gad was over here. That would make you right here. So you're from the north, you're from the northern kingdom, the tribe of Gad right here. Okay? And that's the scripture in the Bible. Okay? So this was part of that judgment that came upon the Native Americans from the book of Deuteronomy 28, which talks about the fact that you can have a fierce nation from abroad that's going to come over here and basically lay waste in this place. And now you see what the so-called Native Americans are now, okay, which is a corporate name, okay, is now sitting out in the desert, poor, okay. A lot are committing suicide. They're under drugs. Okay, so now what we do is we come on the highway and the byway. So the Bible talking about the prophets coming in the end to bring out this gospel, okay, on the highway and the byway to the hopefully left of Israel. Okay, now we do this in English and also in Paleo Hebrew. This is what we see here right now. This is what Paleo Hebrew looks like. We preach it up. Okay, so you have the lost sheep of Israel that is out here just driving around. They think that they're Native American, they think they're Latinos, they think they're Negroes. These Esau, these are the names, okay? What we have in society is what our oppressor gave us, okay? The so-called white man who's known as the Edomites, okay? So there's 18 tribes that were created, okay? You have Yasharala, which is a tribe of Israel, okay? Which consists of blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos, and you have Edom, the Edomites, okay? And Esau, you know about Jacob and Esau? Okay, so Esau, okay, he is the progenitor of the so-called white race, okay, and we can go very deep into how they really came about, okay. And Jacob is actually the tribe of Israel, okay. He had 12 sons. This is the tribes he had from those, okay. So you're Yasharala, and based on what you said from tribe of Gad, you're Yasharala, which is Prince of Power. You're above these other people. And what we are out here is to wake up our people to get their mind out of Great Babylon, America. This place is going to be destroyed. Okay? And we got Where do you have to rush them?
Huh?
Where do you have to rush them? Her daughter's appointment. What is she? What tribe is she from? What is she considered?
What's her nationality? Her father?
Mexican. So she's from tribe Mexico.
What's your opinion on what's your take on what's going on with the migrant situation?
Out of hand.
How so?
Tell her, or if you get a cell phone, get a picture of the site. I will take a picture of that to go to that site. Huh?
I left my phone in there.
You can actually take it over to her so she can just snap a photo of it. Go to that site. You're gonna see a whole lot of brothers and sisters. There's a whole lot of brothers out there doing it. We're not only one. We're one of like thousands all over the earth that are doing this. Okay, so the ancient prophets are back on the highway and the byway, and they have to wake out people out. Let me tell you something here. The white man, the so-called white man, is going to come and put you to death. You know how she get this truth. That is a fact. I'm going to see like that. Okay, this is the enemy of Israel right here. If this year hasn't proven what he's done to the tribe of God, okay, then y'all are still the dry bones that are still sleeping. Okay.
Repentance is key. Repentance is turning back to the Lord. So when all hell breaks loose in society, when they collapse economies, when they suspend the governments.
And don't let no woman cost your salvation. All right. Don't let no woman cost your salvation. All right. Okay. Probably not on the camera shot that y'all saw there because the camera angle is on us. So we had a young man that came up there from the tribe of Gad. He claims his father and his grandfather so-called Native Americans. And basically we were going to go into him like that, but he has to go rush because his bimbo sitting in the car there with the nails painted and thought that she would get a nice good shot of us to go put on TikTok or whatever this is going to boost her popularity on those platforms. She took a picture. Now we're trying to talk to him. He's going to go rush by because she has a daughter that she can go pick up. Which he didn't say his daughter. He said her daughter, which means that means her child probably belongs to another man. And you can see he's soft as crap. You know, half his teeth. It's all chipped up, probably from doing doggone crack or whatever the case is like that. And he can't believe he get a little doggone slime ball bitch like that. I see, but we're not impressed. See, because she wouldn't dare step the hell out here and see a real man. So she stayed in the car. He's up here. We are going into the scriptures and going into history to wake his ass up. And guess what? As soon as we bring on the fact that the so-called white man is the doggone enemy of Yasharala, tribe of Israel, or so-called black and African activities, the devil that spoke up, people get very offended and they leave. showing you how the sifting of the Lord. I showing how the sifting is being done here, because they can't get over the fact that this man is nobody, man. But that's they're blinded. Go ahead,
All right. That's why Yahushua said, blessed is he. What's that Matthew? He said, blessed is he who is not offended. I'm going to grab that real quick because Jake is desensitized under the condition of slavery. That's why they're suffering from Stockholm syndrome. They want to save everybody except for themselves. They're always worried about everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You're a man. You're a grown ass man, but you're more worried about a child that's not even your child, okay, of a broad that you're dealing with over your salvation, because you're not taking your salvation seriously. I knew you to do was a reprobate the second I looked at him.
Yeah.
After looking at him after a certain while, he's a reprobate, man.
No, a total reprobate. I mean, soft like doggone a kitten dribble, man. You know, and that's why I was trying to go out with him. As I told him before he left, I go, yo, some white man gonna put your ass to death. History is proving this man is what he did to the tribe of God. The Lord is gonna put the spirit in this man to really freaking fuck up the doggone 2/3 of Israel. Y'all think it's a joke? And he basically having his balls over to that damn woman. Okay. And let's go.
I got it. Real quick. This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 11, verse 6. All right, St. Matthew, chapter 11, verse 6, and it reads, "And blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me." Like it says in Revelation, the 10th chapter, man. When we come to this truth, we battle temptation, man. Temptation of the flesh, okay, including seeking validation from our peers. You know what I'm saying? Our spouses, like in this case, prime example. In this case, this guy's mind was more fixated on pleasing his woman, man. Okay, because as soon as I asked him, what's your take on the whole Micah situation? Since you said your woman is correct, right? Oh well, I don't even be hearing that right now. That's why the brother asked him, what's more important than this word right now? Okay? You don't have shit else to do. Okay? First of all, the woman is driving the car. You're supposed to be fucking driving the car.
Yep.
That's another thing. But all in all, the point of the matter is, Jake is such in a docile state of mind, okay, pursuing 2 Corinthians 4, verse 3 to 4, being that their minds be given over to Satan. All right, specifically dealing with the men, that they're not even really men, okay? Like little boys, man.
Absolutely like little boys. And it's really, it's sickening when you look at these men and they're so willing to hand it nuts to these women. And that's been a condition that Esau has done in his TV shows. Okay, that's why the children backtalk the parents. Okay, that's why you have the women go on. Yes, sir. I gotta ask my old lady. Listen up here. You understand when the household here, there's things you're going to discuss with your wife. There are things you're going to discuss. Okay, but when it comes to this truth, you only can save your household if you get this truth and the Lord show mercy on you. Okay, that's right. What the hell are you going to go do? You're not important. I can see you smoke crack, man. I can look at your chip tooth and all that stuff. You smoke crack or eat it out, you break your teeth on sucking dick in a joint or something. One or two. And I'm looking at your doggone bitch there with a bitch there, unimpressive looking, sitting up there taking a TikTok like that. She won't dare step with the car to man. But they know when they see man. This is the book. Let's go into the book over here. I'm going to bring this out here. This is the book of Lamentations 4 and 18. Somewhere in 18 it says, "They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. They pursue us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness. The bread of our nostrils, the anointing of the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, was taken in their pits, of whom we said, under his shadow we shall live among the heathens." And it says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that thou dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also should be passed unto thee. Thou should be drunken, and thou should make thyself naked." Now, you go to the first part of that, the first two verses. Okay, what does it talk about? It talks about all the persecution and the judgment that these Edomites have brought on us. Okay, when I told him, when you go back in history, just even a slight history, what did they do to the tribe of Gad over here? The tribe of Gad was not going to get away. Okay, when you go to the judgment, as we're going to get in the book of Deuteronomy 28, was not going to get away. So guess what? The Lord led, okay, those doggone what they call Europeans right now over here to do what? Put that damn judgment on God. Okay? And God is going to that judgment right now. They're sitting on the doggone, the shittiest part of this country. Okay? All drinking, drunk, on drugs and all the other stuff. Okay? The Edomites turn around and they have them set up a casino, which those are run by doggone Edomites, okay? Those are not run by the doggone, those are not tribal casinos. Alright? Those are run by Edomites. Because the Edomites have, what they used to do to get through a lot of the contractual deals or the deals that they make was, all you have to do is just prove 5% blood in Indian. It's called $5 Indian. And see, that's why today, right now, okay, until we brought up the scriptures, and you know, of course, we learned from the elder brothers and the teaching of the Apostle Great Millstone that the heritage in your lineage comes from your father, not your mother. Because right now they'll say everybody think that they're doggone a mixed breed dog, man. I'm part Italian, I'm part Indian, I'm part Jamaican, I'm part this and that. How many doggone parts can you doggone be? No, you're one part. It's what your father is. Okay? They're not doggone as half black, half white, half this, half that, 3/4 this, 3/4 that, or whatever the case is like that. And this is the confusion that Esau brings on this doggone place. We're telling you who you are. You're Yasharala. Okay? But they don't want to hear the truth. You know? So he said he has seen us over and over and over up here many times, and now they pull up here and curious. And as soon as they pull up here, and I saw a smile on their face in the car.
Yeah.
I knew right off the bat.
Yeah, the bitch is smirking pretty much.
You're not serious.
That's why I was like, oh, is she recording? And it's after a while, the brother's not. Because when we're dealing with the guy, we're being patient with him. Then after a while, man, I'm reading his spirits, like it says in 1 John 4:1. It goes hand in hand. They're just like they're supposed to, you know, they're supposed to try the spirits of the man of the Lord, you know, to determine whether or not the man of the Lord. It's vice versa, man. So we're trying to do the spirit. I'm trying to do the spirit. You know, man, not to do this dude is full of folly, man. You know what I'm saying? Cheat, like a brother going into, man. You know what I'm saying? He's not in his right state of mind. All right, you're acting like you got, you know, something better to do. All right.
Yep, but this guy just went turned the wrong way. Went a one-way street.
This is what's wrong with Jake. This is Ecclesiastes or Sirach chapter 3, verse 9. For the blessing of the father establisheth the houses of children, but the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations. Okay, why? Because the Heavenly Father established a man within the order spoke about in 2 Corinthians 11 chapter to be the guardians and the breadwinners of the household, man. Okay, so what the man says goes. That's why we said Abraham's wife referred to him as Lord. Okay, that's far from the case in this wicked ass society because of the generational curses that Jake is under, like it says in Exodus 25, man. Okay, so in the docile state of mind that Jake is in, okay, it's far-fetched in the mind of Jake, for the women to be subjected under them, man. So they run out of the wits for women, like it says in 1 Ezra, the 4th chapter, man. They get into that pillow talking spirit, man. Okay, revealing all their secrets to women, being in full subjection to the women. You see what I'm saying? All right, this is why they're gonna get put to death because they don't have their own house in order. Okay, like it says here, 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 4. One that ruleth well his own house, having his children in subjection with all gravity. Okay. And children and women which rule over us, like it says in Isaiah the 3rd chapter, is a part of our curses. There's no other demographic of people that collectively goes through this kind of struggle than our people, man. Okay, very despicable. You see, but this first substantiates the laws of the tribes of Israel are. Okay, this is 1 Timothy 3 and 5. For if a man know not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of the Most High God Yahweh? So, especially when his mind is not fixated on the duties of men, okay? The conclusion of the whole matter, okay? To indulge in the works of an evangelist, man, okay? To push this word, okay, of the sound doctrine, feeding the sheep properly, man, okay? Boldly, okay? Professing the transgressions of Jake, like it says in Isaiah the 58th chapter. When we were doing that right now, we were exhibiting that right now, he wasn't no part of that, man. That's why a lot of you, and especially I was talking to the brother, man, about that. We talk about this every now and then, man. You Jake down here, man, you in a different kind of docile spirit. Now, we all in the curses everywhere. Not that this place is any special, which is not. Like the brother goes into pretty much the beginning of every camp. Dusty ass place, okay? El Paso, all right? You Issacharites, I'm gonna focus on you, man. A lot of you Issacharites down here, you're fucking gone, man, okay? You got a different spirit of folly, man.
Oh,
okay.
completely.
It should. You're the epitome of gross darkness, man. We're in Isaiah 16 chapter. You would have just looked at this dude like, yo, man, get the fuck back in the car, man,
Yeah.
and you can go and continue on your path, man, because this ain't for you, man.
Yeah, we don't cast the pearls to no dogs, man, and swines, man. I mean, you can tell this white, that girl sent him out here. She pull up and you go there, go there.
Yeah, con.
Okay? This is the book of Proverbs 3:31-3, and it says, give not thy strength unto woman, nor thy ways to that which destroy kings. How many times you see doggone, look what happened to Samson. He trusted that doggone whore, Delilah, what happened to him? Huh?
Got his eyes plucked out.
But got his eyes plucked out, man. And so there's no difference. Adam fell for doggone Eve. Okay? And we seeing this right now. We're in a time, listen up here. This is you doggone young Jakes out here. Okay? And the young Jakes, and it's true. Listen up, young man. You don't have to bow to these women. You do not have to bow. It doesn't matter if she makes more money than you, and she does. You control it, okay? You do not have to bow to these women. The Lord has promised, okay, that what? Let's go into that way with the 7 women will take hold of one man. Because see, you just have to wait for it. You just gotta be patient. Sooner or later, this society is gonna collapse to a point, and especially the fact that Jacob's trouble is gonna come first before the Lord really ramp up the doggone the plagues on this earth. Okay, because he's going to do that after the elect is taken off of this earth. But before that, we have to go through Jacob's trouble. And Jacob's trouble is going to impact all 12 tribes. And these women, okay, are going to fall, and they're going to require the protection, okay, of the man of the Lord. Who's going to require the protection of who? Yahweh Shem Yahshua, Yahushua Mashiach. Okay? So don't rush about bowing down to these women. Here's what's going to take place.
Right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 4, verse 1. Reads, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
Damn right. Okay? So you got most of these women right now, they barely wash between their damn legs. They can't cook. They don't know how to clean. They can't sew. That traditional Hebrew Israelite woman is gone from these young women. Because why? The previous Generation X, did not teach. Generation Y did not teach. And these millennials right now don't know any crap. Okay? Because what Esau has done over the last 40 years is he's propped up what they call women's right and liberation and equality. Okay? To make these women now to the point where they've lost that skill on how to serve a man. Okay? How to be actually useful. But in that day, the Lord is going to have them walk up to you, okay, begging you, okay, to take them, and they're going to actually be telling you what skill set they have. They can be making everything from scratch. Okay, so this dude is in a car. This Jake is in a car, okay, with a woman that is probably practically useless. She's taking the videos up here because she's gonna add that, and I bet you she probably turns to the camera every now and then and take a picture, do a back shot of her fat ass, her fat saggy ass. Okay, why? Because you can look at this dude and you can tell this woman she ain't faithful to his ass, man. No, a woman like that ain't gonna be faithful to a guy like that. You can tell. All right, and I really want her to step on. I really want her to step on this vehicle now. Okay, but she knew better. She can look and she can see.
This is Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 22. How long would that go about, oh thou backsliding daughter? We're talking about, daughters of Israel. Okay, really twofold, because a daughter is obviously a female, man. And we are the spiritual bride of Heavenly Father. So being that we committed spiritual fornication, which is idolatry against Heavenly Father, okay, especially bowing down before the gods of women. Okay, He made our women harlots, man. Okay, because we became harlots, impudent-hearted harlots towards Heavenly Father. Okay, so this is Jeremiah 31 and 22. How long will that go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. That's why these women have lost they have lost that ancient tradition of how to be women, man, how to be subjected totally under their men. Okay, then the duties of women, to sew, as the brother going into, cooking, cleaning, shutting up, and spreading their legs. Okay, not being proud, not being haughty-hearted. Okay, stiff-necked. Okay, insolent and rebellious. staying in their lanes, remaining in order. Okay? That's why all you out of order daughters of Zion going to get put to death. And this is why the Heavenly Father is bringing a lot of judgment on the daughters of Zion, man. Yep. Like in 2 Eves, they got put to death in a drive-by, okay, recently. Including the 11-year-old Eve, an 11-year-old Eve, and a 16-year-old Eve. The 11-year-old Eve got put to death walking to the store buying some milk. And the 16-year-old Eve got put to death in a drive-by playing Uno, okay? And every time you turn around, these so-called social media models who so happen to be daughters of Zion, hearts-minded daughters of Zion, are being found missing, man. Are coming up missing. Going on dates with Esau, okay? Or whatever have you, man. Now, because the Heavenly Father is angry at the wicked every day, like it says in Psalm 7 chapter, he's fed up with this shit, man. So now he's intensifying the judgments to leave no doubt that he's behind the indignation through his plagues, especially these strange calamities involving these shootings and whatnot, okay? A lot of you women are getting caught up in these shootings, okay? You know? So this, if you don't repent and turn back to your power, the Heavenly Father is going to put you through an egregious, grueling, agonizing death, whether it be slow or fast, because you know all the time you're living in, man, and a part of that is a lack of fear in the Heavenly Father, that He's clearly shaking things up.
Oh, totally. You know, they don't right now see because they can eat, they got the entertainment going on like that, but you know when you look and you see these jobs that are disappearing, okay, they're hiding the amount of people that are suddenly dropping dead, okay. They're not talking about the perilous times here. What they're doing is they're trying to come out. Biden came out the other day and said the economy is great. Yes, still, right afterward, there was a bunch of news that came right out and talking about what? The fact that 2023 has started off with a bang of a lot of layoffs. Okay, and the only thing that he can go and actually bring out and say that he's done is, well, the gas price is lower. How the hell is the gas price lower? Hey, a couple of weeks ago, the gas was under $3. Now it's what, almost $4 again, right? So how the hell is it getting lower? Who's really benefiting from your rulership, man? Okay, and this is you seeing this here. Let's not get complacent, Yasharala. Okay, we're at the bottom. We get impacted first. Okay. The free food, the free healthcare, all of that stuff is about to end, okay? Because as these Edomites start to lose their job, guess what? As proud as they are, they're going to turn around and try to go and they're going welfare too. They're going to have to. They're going to have no choice. These houses that these people spend all their double savings on, guess what? They're going to get foreclosure and they're going to go back to the bank. If you're paying a mortgage, you're still paying rent. So you don't own a house, okay? All these people go, we own a house. You pay a mortgage? Yeah, then you don't own it, okay? And you took the 25% of all the other doggone savings you work 6, 7, 8 jobs for, whatever the case is for, and gonna put it down for some builder to build you some fucking doggone paperboard crap, okay? And now you ain't got no money for extra shit, okay? So these Edomites are gonna fall. Guess what? They're gonna go line up for welfare too. Guess what's gonna happen? There's only a certain budget that is for welfare. So if too many people get on welfare, they're gonna have to cut down the current welfare right now, people. So if you get $500 a month in welfare, guess what? If an extra 10 million people get on welfare, the government is going to have to turn that $500 to maybe $200 a month. Those of you on welfare right now, you're going to feel that, okay? They're going to have to cut out the health care and say, hey, screw it. Eventually, that welfare is going to go to $100 a month, and then they can say, you know what? We can't even do it.
Go ahead. And land back on what the brother is going into, the Fed just came out recently and said they're cutting the additional funds of SNAP by way of this pestilence I'm not going to mention.
Yeah.
The DVOC 91. If you spell that backwards, you know what I'm talking about.
Exactly. Because it ended, right? So, again, if they're saying, I guess in part of this meeting with the WEF, they're trying to decide if it's ended or not, right? You know what? While a lot of people wanted to so-called end because they don't want to wear a mask and go through all of that, special screening, guess what? That's going to spend the death for a lot of you doggone jakes out there, okay? Because guess what happens? The moratorium for doggone getting eviction, that also ends too. There ain't gonna be no damn protection for that.
Oh, real quick. This came out. The law firm had filed thousands of evictions and foreclosures. Okay? So the matter of fact, there's this Eve she reported it, you know, and she reported that a law firm had filed, her friend that works for a law firm, this particular law firms in general, that have filed thousands of evictions and foreclosures.
And they fund these on behalf of the proprietors, right? The owners, right? The people who own the buildings and the
Con.
All right, so yeah. So they're doing that right now. So when that time comes, guess what? Okay, along with these robot dogs that they have, they can come and kick the door down and throw your ass off the street. You are going to see a lot of this happening during the summer of 2023. Yasharal is about to experience a whole new level. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 65, starting verse 11. It says, "But ye are they that forsake the Lord, Yahweh Shemai Shai, that forgot my holy mountain, that prepare a table for thy troop, and that furnish the drink of offering unto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall be bowed down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did not choose, wherein I delighted not. Therefore thus said the Lord God power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit." Because guess what? We're in that time right now, okay, of where you have an unprecedented amount of poverty that's about to come right now, especially to the tribe of Israel. Okay? Yasharala. Now you can say, well, what about those celebrities and those who are millionaires? Don't worry about them, okay? Don't worry about them, because see, they're gonna get their judgment later on like that, because Esau is using them for what? For this wicked agenda. But for the regular folks like us, this is where this is going to impact the most. Okay? Us regular folks, us working class folks, this is going to impact. Okay? But the Lord said he's going to somehow, he's going to spare, okay, his men, okay, the people that, the men that are his servants, okay, to do what? The bare necessities, which is what? Eat. A roof over your head. Okay? And why are we going to laugh? Why say we're going to be laughing for joy? One, we're going to be like, all the work we've done for being rewarded. Two, we now know the prophecy is true. Yahweh Shemai Shai is real. He's judging this wicked place. He's judging Israel. Yasharal, the 2/3 is exactly as he said, which is what we desire. We desire to have niggas like that came up here, okay, thinking that this is a joke, okay, to be judged. Lord willing, they crash into a pole up the street after they pick up that little girl, okay? So 3 of them get judged, okay? That's why we're going to laugh. We're not going to show any mercy, okay? We're going to be laughing at you because we're going to be making lessons of you, okay? The internet is still up, okay? Because we're going to be eating. The Lord has set up, man in this truth with a lot of different various experience in how Israel is going to be run. He's going to put those men in those positions at the time when the time comes to do what? Exactly what needs to be done. Okay? We're not going to be looking over our shoulder back at Great Babylon America and going, oh man, I missed the good old days. What good old days did you miss? Fucking broke? Can't sleep? Trembling, man. Oh my goodness, man, I don't want to live. I really don't want to live in my car again. Okay? I really don't want to sleep inside on Ailments? Almost every one of us have some type of freaking ailment going on right there. Body broken. You know, either you work your ass off for this man and you got ill and sick, and now what? What do you have to show for it? Okay? This is the reality check, man. At some point in time, like the Lord, like roughly paraphrasing here, we're going to have to be pilgrims. Meaning what? Whatever little crap you are right now, whatever little hut you live in, don't get too comfortable and get too used to it. You might have to get up and run. You're going to have to. We're going to get persecuted. But,
this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, verse 34. And therefore I say to you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand, look for your shepherd, he shall give you everlasting rest, for he is nigh at hand. Thou shalt come in the end of the world. What is the indication of that? The end time prophecies, man. You say Matthew 24, 2nd Ezra 9, and so forth. You know, rumors of wars that we're hearing about now, especially between U.S., NATO, and Russia. Okay, and pestilence. Now they're talking about bringing back the dragon juice because these newfound pestilence, like the zombie apocalypse, madness, and all this other shit. Okay, you got earthquakes in diverse places, other random weather catastrophes like this whole weather bomb cyclone these strange calamities such as these shootings.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, there's a shooting, a couple of deadly shootings recently. Okay, including there was a shooting at a mall, a shopping mall, or somewhere like that. Okay, there's a 6-year-old that took a gun to school and shot a teacher, shot his or her teacher in the face. See, so these are the ensigns that we are at the end. Okay, and that Hamashiach Yahushua is going to crack the clouds, descend back into this realm, as he prophesied in Acts the 1st chapter, and deliver and redeem us from these curses, man.
Yeah.
Okay, and then and at that time, okay, many people shall be in our position because those who have labored for that rest shall reap what they have sown. And all you Johnny come latelys, all right, and you clowns in Israel that are playing games with His word, okay, the Lord is going to give you over to your ruin, man. Okay, because that's what you earned. See?
We're preaching this. It's true. It's gospel. Okay, truth and sincerity. Okay, you think it's just something for you to go and do so you can be online? Like, okay, but why don't you just go just go do something? Okay, like with Esau on TikTok and stuff like that, make some money with it and get out of it. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to bring great confusion. Okay, and that's why you have the man. Okay, we watch your video to hear what the hell you're saying, because why? We have to always look out for the sheep. Okay, we always have to look at the sheep and go, that's not a doggone sheep, that is a damn wolf. Okay, that is a damn wolf trying to snare you, trying to bring you back out here. Okay, with your false doctrine. Okay. Obviously, these men have no fear of the Lord. You go into the book. This is the book of Proverbs chapter 3, and starting with verse 31, it says, "And be thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. For the fraud is abomination to the Lord, Yahweh Shemai Shai, but the secrets is with the righteous." And this includes you doggone dudes who are going out there, talking about what? The black-only Hebrew Israelite, okay? You're saying the MOTV isn't real?
Yeah, sin was a Shedemite. Now you got Nate Satan backtracking on what the MOT to the B is. Now, by further admitting that part of Esau's integrated plans in the grand scheme of his NWO is central banking digital currencies. Now by Nate Satan coming out and recently saying, "Oh yeah, I've been knew about the CBDC, so why the fuck haven't been teaching?"
See, that's what goes into that with a double-minded man is what? It's unstable in all his ways. This is a double-minded man. So this dude is, you see how this dude wave around like that? You really want a leader like that. You really want a guy like that. You want a purple dinosaur match, the leader of the purple dinosaur matching crew. Okay, I like to refer to them as Barney. Okay? You really actually listen to that, but then again, people are sordid, they want to listen, they want to be entertained, and that's fine. Go right ahead and be entertained. Okay? And it says, "The curse of the Lord Yahweh Shemai Shai is in the house of the wicked, but he blessed the habitation of the just. Surely scorneth the scorners, but he giveth grace unto the lowly. The wise shall inherit glory, but shame shall be the promotion of fools," which is going to be what you see is going to take place with so-called Bishop Nate, okay, and all his pony show Negroes, okay, in their garments and their outfit, okay, thinking that they have one over the Lord. You don't. If people are following you and dealing with your doctrine and worshiping you, the man, okay, that they think you have it in, okay, with Yahweh Shemai Shai, then you know what? The Lord never won them to begin with, okay? Only the 1/3 elect of Israel, Yashar, also called blacks, Native American Latinos, are going to come to the truth, okay? And those are the ones that the Lord is working with, man. All right? And that's why you see these people drive up and down. They see us out here every Sunday, up and down. But when all hell breaks loose, and they start looking at these signs of what we was doing out here, and all hell breaks loose, and we're no longer on this highway and byway, it's not going to be funny then. Now they're going to be looking for you. But see, when we take these robes off, guess what? We look just like anybody else out there. The difference is we'll have a hedge of protection from Yahweh Shemai Shai, okay? And they will not. They'll be looking. They'll be wanting to go, coming out here on a Sunday, parking up here. What is going on? You're going to die.
Ezekiel 33, they shall know that the prophet is Moses. Why? Because in Isaiah 24, it prophesies how there shall be a cry for wine issues, and wine is symbolic of what? Wisdom, knowledge, understanding, information.
Yep.
So they're going to be looking for any kind of explanation to explain why such catastrophic mayhem is taking place in the earth. That's affecting their livelihoods. Okay, because they thought this shit was sweet, man. They didn't take the Lord seriously. They they didn't, by not considering through the fear of the Lord that He controls everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Especially you men that are in the truth. Okay. You're gonna receive judgment first, like it says in 1 Peter 4 chapter. All right. Because you're not taking you're not properly attending to the flock of Yahweh Shem Yahshua sheep. That's why here Proverbs 27:23 says, "Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flocks, and look well to thy herds." Okay, and the proper way to look well to thy herds is to feed them properly with food that's convenient for them. Proceeding Proverbs 38. That's what we're out here for. So on the other side of the spectrum, you Jakes that don't consider this meal, this spiritual meal, the only meal that's prevalent, for your for your survival. Okay, you're gonna die by being destitute of wisdom. Okay, Baba Shah, can you get Proverbs 21:15? See, this is what's gonna happen to you, man. Okay, because this word is unprofitable to you.
That's right.
Okay, it's because it's vanity to you, man. All right, you think that you have all the time in the world. You think you have all the time in the world, okay? To be the life of the party. It's like Proverbs 15:21. You think you have all the time in the world to work towards your 401k and all that. Work towards investing in the college fund for your grandchildren and shit. Okay.
Yep. And it's not going to work like that because see, this is the book of Proverbs 15 and verse 21. It says, "Folly is joy to him that is destitute of wisdom, but a man of understanding walking uprightly." You know the word destitution means what? Without. Okay. Destitution means without. And our people, you can look at us and see that many of our people are destitute without wisdom. Because one, if you are to become wisdom, you understand. Okay? When we point out to you, and if it's in the headline, you can see what? The MOTB is here. Right. It's actually already here. This is already here. Two, the famine and pestilence is already here. Okay? There are kids right now, all the households right now can't eat. Okay? They go, well, there's no famine. If you can't afford to buy food, guess what? That's a doggone famine. All right, this is what it is right now. Okay, so you're destitute of those knowledge. Okay, the so-called white man is turning around and trying to tell you, you know what? Come take the dragon juice. Every time they have some type of new law, those new laws is meant to do what? Trap Jake. It's like a maze. Okay, so you can see we're very clever people. We can figure out a way out of a lot of different things. Okay, you don't want us in the supermarket, we can figure out a way how to cook food. When you go to Jake Barbecue is very simple. But they're laughing and fun. These Edomites will come and tell you, man, like, look here, we go through all this stuff, but the barbecues are so boring and so fun. When you go to a Jake barbecue, man, it's so much fun. How are these poor people still laughing? That gets on these Edomites' nerve. How is it that we are poor, so low, have nothing, and yes, so we can laugh, and they sit down with all their nice paying job and all of that stuff, but guess what? Because see, they're cave beasts and they have that animal Sasquatch ways, that's how cavemen are. They're constantly stabbing each other in the doggone back. So they're not happy. But they hate the fact that we're happy with nothing. Okay? We're poor, but we're happy. And I've had Edomites come and say that. How are you people laughing? You have nothing. And I go, because if you desire, when you understand your situation, you make the best of it. Okay? We understand we're not going to get a top paying job. We got that. So we do well what we can do. We might turn around and take those, back in the day when you eat chitlins or whatever the case is, that'll make the best out of it. Okay? You can drink Kool-Aid. Yeah.
The scraps that Esau gave was like soul food. I mentioned chitlins. That's, and the rest of the so-called soul food. We made that a delicacy. But you would never know that derives back to the scraps from slavery.
Yeah. Okay. You never know that.
On the outside looking in, that is,
Yeah. Okay. So, we that's what they call soul food, okay? So we had no choice. We came up with ways on how to survive. Jake them with the music, even when you go into music, okay? Scratching. That started like in 1979, scratching. Okay? Then you start fast talking, which was a rhyme, which later on became rap. Okay? And then you come with the little dance and stuff like that. So Jake didn't need the big time studios. They look at that and go, what the hell is that? And they wouldn't even touch it. Okay? they wouldn't even touch it. You know how Jake them got smart? Okay, it started with Run DMC went on the stage one day and they took out the Adidas, held it up, then he used to tie the shoestring. So that became a trend. Held up, go, my Adidas. Guess what? Adidas started selling like crazy, so guess what? They gave him a contract. Jake is a trend. That's what scripture come to mind. Genesis 49 says,
Judah is whom thy brother you shall praise, because Judah is a trendsetter.
Yes.
And that's why Jeremiah 10:16 says that Jacob is a form of all things.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We're the salty earth, like it says in St. Matthew. And that's why all these inventions that we invented in slavery, Esau took credit for that, man.
Yeah.
Okay? Because the devil needs us, man. That's why if all the Jakes and sports organizations went on strike, they would just lose a shitload of revenue.
Yeah, nobody would watch him. Nobody wants to see a bunch of white boys walk around and dribbling and stuff like that, Okay? George Carlin, I don't know if George Carlin was
a Jake.
It's a Jake. George Carlin.
He was known to come at Esau, man.
Boy, George Carlin, hardcore against a white man. George Carlin came on he said, you know why the pants in the NBA are so long like that right now? He said, back in the day when they used to have like white basketball players, he goes, the short was like this. The short was way up here because why? White boys don't have no dick. He said, but now the shorts are down here because why? You get Jake.
That's Jake, man.
Jake get Babu stick in there. And boy, George Carlin, dude, I'm telling you, man. He looked like an Edomite, but George Carlin, but I used to roll over, man. You could watch this dude for like 2 hours and roll over. And the crap that he used to come over there, and he was always talking against Esau.
And he was
always.
And then he was specifically always coming against the bankers, the elite.
Okay.
Always coming against the so-called Illuminati, man.
So we don't know, man.
You gotta take this motherfucker out, man.
You might be George Carlin. George Carlin might reincarnate and go, oh shit, you was George Carlin back then. Oh, okay. You little Jake, man. You had to, man. Okay. And there's a couple other ones too that I suspect are doggone Jakes too. Like some of the comedians out there like that. You just something's up with them. You can't imitate brothers that damn good.
Oh, speaking of comedians, there's another comedian by the name of Gary Owen.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Gary Owen.
That nigga, that's a Jake.
Yeah,
and he married a nigga woman too.
Yeah. I say Gary.
That Jake all the way.
Yeah, because he can bring the voice and everything. I'm like, because I uploaded one of his videos up on Akium because he was so funny with it. Like how he came over with it. And I was like, this is Jake, man. This dude is. I am convinced it's a damn Jake. White boys usually can't change their voice like that to a Jake and talk like that and get it down pocket. They just can't. You just can't. They can't do it. Okay? I said, you can tell his entire culture has been with Jakes. But of course, he'll feel a little kind of. You always got to watch it because you realize the color of his skin, and that's just the way it is. The way the Lord set things, stuff like that. You get Edomites that look like us, right? They live the life of a Negro. Okay? But they're Edomites. Okay? They don't know. Because if they had known that they're Edomites, see, that would be the big thing right here. See, in the kingdom, everybody's going to go by the true biblical heritage. You're not going to be known as no damn white people. No, you're a damn Edomite. Okay? It's going to be real simple. You ain't going to remember like freaking about 400 different nationalities and stuff. No, Edomite, you're an Ammonite. No, this and that. Okay? So it's going to be very clear that Yasharala is what? Numero uno. Okay, those of you who speak Espanol. Okay? So everyone's going to know if you are from the tribe if you are from Yasharala, that you are the hair tribe, that you are the most important people here on this earth.
Right.
Okay? And then everybody else comes afterward.
Okay? Zephaniah 2:8 says that we're the apple of the Most High God. That's right. That's why it's going to be apparent, man. We're not obviously in the kingdom. We're going to be glowing. We're going to be we're going to be like I said in Baruch the 4th chapter. Baruch the 4th chapter. We're going to be illuminating. Okay, and that started already. When we awaken back into His truth, we cast off the fruitful works of darkness of this world. Okay, we started shining at that point, man. So we're shining right now. And that's why these people keep honking at us, man.
Yeah, they hunger. Now they think that this is a great thing. Oh, they're there for the Lord and all that stuff. See the sign there okay, in the back right there on the vehicle, in Deuteronomy 22 and 22, which is a man lying with a woman, married husband. Okay, that's adultery because we know a lot of them are that. And the other one is about fighting. See, they're scared to come out and say it. And the reason why they see it and they go, see, being a Jake, okay, and being a so-called Negro has some advantages. Okay, in Esau Queendom. See, they expect this to come from us because they expect you to be the angry so-called black man, right? And you have a reason to what? To hate oppression. Okay? Now, when we, so that's the reason why when they see that, they're scared to come on and say it because why? I have too much to lose. I have a house, I have a career, I have a job, I have a car. I don't want my boss to see me, and we can care fucking less. We can care doggone less. Esau knows Achiom, dog. You can go to Achiom. Okay, you Mawatu out of Wam, in case you don't know what that means debt to Edom, okay? Debt to America, if you want to call it DTA. Okay, we don't hide our hatred. I don't hide my hatred for the so-called white man. All right?
And that's the thing too. These people envy what we're doing, and they commend us for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, damn, I wish, and then back in their mind, in their so-called subconscious, they're like, damn, I wish I had the cojones to do what these men are doing.
Yeah.
That's why they honk and shit like that.
Yeah. Because they're proof. In reality, they're at home, boy, and they hate what they see out here. They really do. But this is the reason why the Lord has stood up, man, like us, to go on the highway and the byway. Okay? This is one of the busiest roads out here. Okay? Every direction. Hundreds of cars go by. Okay? You get these little young jakes inside here. Okay? Yeah, this one. What's this? Scourge? No, he didn't do it. Because they even try to impress us with their cars. They even go on the show, try to impress us with their car, try to go around the corner real fast. And I'm hoping one of them flip over one of these days and go on those and that electrical grill over there so they can electrocute it, so I can turn the camera and go, yep, judgment. Then we'll do a lesson on that. You should probably get a channel strike.
This is Psalm chapter 94, verse 16. It says, who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? And those who are standing in the gates of the nobles, man, the nobility of Edom. We're in Isaiah 13 chapter, man. Okay, shaking his banner. We're in the Psalm 60th chapter. Okay, this book of remembrance. We're in Malachi the 3rd chapter. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Reminding Israel, all right, reminding Yasharallah, okay, that they are the lost of the tribe of Israel and they have a righteous standing, man. Okay, based off of this righteous foundation to stand upon, this solid rock, pursuant of Deuteronomy 32:4, and that is the name of Yahweh by Shemer Shai, man, our Creator. Okay, the God of the living. Okay, who happens to be the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, and the descendants of Jacob, the so-called blacks and indigenous peoples and Israelite foreigners, okay, are of that stock, and they have forgotten who they are. So who is that scripture in Amos says establish judgment again? I think it's Amos. I'll find it if anything, but that's what we're doing right now. We're establishing judgment again. That's that scripture I'm thinking about. And who better has to do it than ancient prophets of Jerusalem that are back out here reincarnated doing the same things they were doing, okay, in ancient times, man. Prophesying against wicked evil empires of famine, pestilence, and war, okay? This is what they were discussing, the evil, okay, rulers of the darkness of this world, okay, at this current Davos meeting that started on the 16th, this past Monday, okay, up until the 20th, a couple of days ago, okay, the conspiring mischief, pursuant of Psalm the 36th chapter, against who? Okay, the people whom they greatly despise, whom they envy because of because of us being sanctified by the word of truth under the holy covenant of Yahweh by Shemer Shai.
Yeah.
And that's why through envy of the devil came death into the world.
That's right. And what the Ark was talking about, he's talking about Amos 5 and 15. Hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate. It may be that the Lord power, Yahweh Shemer Shai, hosts will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph. Okay? So there we are.
The remnant. It's going to be gracious to the remnant, man, that stood up for righteousness, man, that stood up for righteousness of Yahweh by Shemer Shai. Okay? Despite all the odds against us, man, we're within many temptations in this world, including, a lack of validation from our peers, and those in our inner circle, man, in our so-called inner social circle, man. Okay, our neighbors, our peers, our co-workers, so-called family members, and so forth, man. You see, I had a so-called family member call me right now, man. You see what I'm saying? Okay, you know, so there's many temptations in this world. Okay, that the Heavenly Father will allow the spirits and even Satan to tempt us by way of, all right, to sharpen us, man. Okay, and to increase our faith, our measure of faith in His Word, man. To further remind us of what is more important, you know, for our salvation, man. To work out our salvation in fear and trembling. That's why we're qualified. We're the only men that are qualified to come out here and do the things which we're doing right now, man.
Yep.
And that's prophesy against Mount Seir, the epitome of wickedness, man, of evil.
Absolutely.
Okay, because once his ass is put down by Hamashiach and Yahushua and angels on behalf of the orders of Abba Yahweh, that's it. And all right, and within that paradigm shift, which has already started, we're gonna rule forever, man. We're, you know, within our mortal angelic bodies. See, and the saints, because the saints shall take the kingdom.
That's right.
See, we're gonna take the kingdom from this devil, man. He's not gonna willingly give it over.
No.
He's not gonna willingly hand it over.
That's right.
That's why he's gonna come with great wrath, only that he has but a short time, because he knows that evil is his only way of prospering.
That's right.
That's why I said scripture, roughly paraphrasing, it says, envy not they prosper in their way. Okay, because it's prospering right now.
Okay, so, and I'm not going to argue that. I want to bring out something here because what we see out here a lot is, see, Jakes, then when they look at us, they go, two broke ass jabroni standing up out there on the highway in the Bible, they ain't got nothing else to do. So when they come up in the nice high-speed car, the high-performance vehicle, they always rev up the engine over speed, okay? And guess what? It's always a Jake, because why? They're proud, okay? See, they're not gonna, they don't think that they can commit to this because, see, but we'll think of Yahweh Shema Shai, they think of, you gotta be a poor man in order to serve the Lord. It's like, no, the Lord blessed Yahshua, gonna be blessing Yahshua with what? Richness beyond belief, okay? Look at King Solomon, huh? Okay, well, you look at King David, okay? And so forth and so forth. This is the book of Mark, chapter 10, 7 verse 18, it says, and Yahweh Shai said unto him, he's talking about this Jake that came up to him, you know, he's rich. And he said, why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is power. Okay, so this Jake came up to Yahweh Shai to blow smoke up to him, you know, kiss him, kiss him. You see why? He goes, thou knowest the commandment, do not commit adultery, do not kill, do not steal, do not bear false witness, defraud not, honor thy father and mother. And he said, and he answered and said unto him, Master, all these have I observed from my youth. Then Yahushua, beholding him, loved him, and said unto him, one thing thou lackest. Here it comes. Go thy way, sell whatever thou hast, and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasures in heaven, and come and take up the cross and follow me. What? Do the work. Do the work. This takes time out of your hours. Or going out there to go work for Esau. This takes time out of the fun here in Great Babylon, America. Okay? You stand to take a risk of what? A future boss or a current boss to see you out here doing this and speaking up against who? The current system. Go ahead.
Quick, land back on what you're saying real quick. I've had coworkers in past jobs that see me in the highways and the byways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know? And I've seen former bosses see me out here in the highways and the byways.
Yeah.
Okay, but the Spirit, the Heavenly Father, blinded them from seeing me. I was looking right at them, right where that white car just passed. I see two former bosses walk in the area that I usually prophesy in, that we usually prophesy in downtown on Thursdays and whatnot. Okay, and I've seen the so-called bosses pass by, and they didn't really even look at me. And I've seen one of those bosses I've seen more than once out there. And it was like I wasn't even out there. So the Heavenly Father would look out. The Heavenly Father is for the faith boost. The Heavenly Father would look out for me with that. So and it further condemns the vanity of being scared of being seen by anybody, man.
Exactly.
Because like Yahushua said, if you're ashamed of me, I'll be ashamed of you before my Father.
Yeah, he's not going to profess you in front of the Father, okay, because you're ashamed. And it says, and he was sad at that saying and went away grieved, for he had great possession. So he put his entire life and his whole way so insecure. On CC, because Jake is insecure. Mayweather, these big 7'8", freaking weak ass sensitive man like Shaq and the rest of these guys, they're very insecure. So see, for them, when they look and they see how oppressed we are living at the bottom, like that, and the fact that they can sit down at a table where Esau is like that and have Esau rub their head and say, good job, you're not like the rest of them, okay? They have that insecurity. They can't be like us. Okay, so they're unwilling to give up that wealth. And it says, and Yahushua looked around about and said unto his disciple, how hardly shall they that have riches enter into the kingdom of power? And the disciples were astonished at his words. But Yahushua answered again and said unto him, children, how hard is it for them that trust in riches to enter into the kingdom of power? It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of power. Okay, so they look at it this way. If you are looking at your possession, okay, as your measure of who you are as a man in this life, you are seriously not fit, okay, to be a servant of Yahushua Mashiach. Now, does it mean that we can be groveling under the doggone dumpster and all that stuff? No, none of us do. None of us are groveling under the dumpster. That's the reason why Yahushua Mashiach said what? His servants are going to eat. So that we don't go in the damn dumpster and go groveling for food. But Jake, these dudes, they can be groveling, they can be fighting like doggone wild, like stray cats in the alley for food out of the damn dumpster. Because he so sure as hell ain't gonna be providing the damn welfare for your ass anymore. Because all of his people are gonna be getting on that damn welfare real soon because they're out of a damn job. Okay? These Edomites gonna be begging for that crop. They can be looking and envy and going, well, you give it to the niggas, you give it to the specks, you give it to these illegals. Okay? How come you can't give it to us? They're going to want to continue on with their life. Wait till these other people driving their cars right now get their car repossessed. Their house repossessed. Let's see that smile on your damn face when you get your stuff taken away from you. Okay? From the bank. Let's see that damn smile. Let's see how proud you are. And you, Jacob, are putting your heart into that stuff like that, man, to the point where, see, Yahushua call us clown out. He said, look, you got all that, you claim you're so great, you did all this other stuff. Okay? Why don't you pick up your cross and go follow? Why don't you go on the highway and the byway and go preach? Why don't you go feed the sheep? Oh no, he couldn't go do that. And that's these Jakes out here right now. You have many of them will come up here, thus, not in particular in this sport, it could be the other sport, it could be not only particular us here, okay, it could be the other brothers, okay? And they know a couple scriptures, they know about being the watchman for Israel and all that stuff, but why aren't you doing it? Why don't you take your country ass and get over there and go stand up and go do it? You don't need to stand up here. We don't want you here. You can go over there. We need to do as much, okay, man out here doing this work, okay? What is it? The harvest is
plenty.
Plenty.
The labor's are few.
The labor's are few.
A lot of men sleep on their talents, man. They hide their talents under a bushel.
Yeah.
That St. Matthew 5th chapter.
Yeah. They would have no problem putting a PowerPoint presentation, getting out there, you know, presented to Esau. If Esau had them come out here like that and say, you know what? See that doggone for sale sign right over there, like with land for sale like that. I want you to stand up out here and tell people if they buy this land, blah, blah, blah. You know, Jakes out here freaking don't go through all true and they don't go suits and stuff like that. That's why these dudes who like to comment, but you know, and I watch a lot of them, they like to comment on, they like to be on the lives and all that other stuff. Posting scriptures, click on their damn page is empty. And it's like, you know what, man, you know what, if you come to my page with that crap like that, I'm going to tell you, and I've done it before, hey man, put out a lesson. Even if you do a PowerPoint 3 minutes long. How do you think we all started out? I didn't used to even speak when I first put on lesson. I just used PowerPoint, that was all I knew. And as I was given more and more, I started speaking, okay? And then eventually I get out here on the highway and the byway like that to go face, you know, the wolves out there. Okay? That's the work, man. You posting doggone scriptures, and at half the time they posting a damn scripture you already mentioned, which means what? You didn't even watch the damn video. You full of shit. Okay? Keyboard warriors. And like, you know, it's like, but we, you know, we know it. You don't mean to you. We ain't cuss you out and tell you full of shit like that. We just open up. One day the spirit get on you, we'll put a lesson on. So I'm not in the business of discouraging anyone. Okay? It's like, good, you post the scriptures, okay, great, you know. Now I turn it into words and feeding. Okay? What if the elder apostle of Taha and them was lazy? What if all the brothers in the great millstone was lazy? What if this brother was lazy? I wouldn't know anything. Okay? So that's the reason why as this doesn't look like it's profitable, or us coming to stand out here, these will drive by like that, okay? We were commanded to do this, because we don't know who's going to come up here, or who actually is not going to see the internet or whatever cases like that, come up here and do that stuff. So we were to be made a spectacle. Somebody want to take a video or picture of us, that's fine. Because we obey what Almanac said. Almanac said you need to come over here and show and prove your faith by standing up here on the highway and the byway. Okay? Not hide behind some damn bush. Okay, or behind the keyboard. Okay?
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter. It's like this is all right. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 12. It reads, "And the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushai make you to increase and abound in love one towards another and towards all men, even as we do towards you." Now, a Wakitaki plantation Christian or Wakitaki plantation Christian pastor like David Lynn. I was watching him last night with a debate with an Israelite brother, wherever they was at. They'll take the scripture and see, and they'll try to imply that it's talking about all men. Well, no, the only man that this is talking about is the men in Joel 2 and 27, the men of Israel. And how do we know that? The precepts we get understanding. It's in the Psalm, that's the 109th and 119th chapter. Okay, you know, so you'll land back on what the occupancy we're going into, you know, and how he's doing, he initially started off doing PowerPoint lessons and whatnot. You know, how I started off just recording. You know, all I knew was just screen recording. You know, then after a while, the Lord will give us increase to further abound in love, because what is love in action? Rehearsing the righteous law, statutes, commandments, man. So we get more skilled, you know, in the meats, so to say, okay, in the deeper layers of the scripture, so to say, man. Okay, so we get increase in knowledge to further edify and exhort the sheep that much more. Okay, like it goes into here. Okay, and it says, and for what purpose? 1 Thessalonians 3 and 13. To the end, he may establish your hearts unblameable in holiness before the Most High God, Yahweh, even our Abanawa, at the coming of our Lord, Yahushua HaMashiach, with all his saints. Okay? The Lord delights in our labor of love. That's why, Yahushua, you grab a Hebrews 6 and 10. That's why the Lord does not despise our labor of love, man, by way of the sacrificing that we give for the truth, including our lives as sacrifices.
Yeah.
So what's that? Romans, the 12th chapter.
Yeah. So this is the book of Hebrews 6 and 10. It says, "For Paul is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have shewed towards his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister." So the Lord is never going to forget what we are doing here. Okay? Anytime we can testify for ourselves here. Okay, that the Lord has come through many times when we are in that time of need. You know, you might have something to happen. Okay, that man, this is gonna cost me a couple $100, or I can't. How am I gonna get through this? You might even have one night, a sleepless night, thinking about it. And just like that, the Lord just come right out there and just fix that problem for you. Okay? He fixed that problem for you. Maybe it cost you 1/10 the price of what it would have cost you. Okay? Or the problem was as dramatic as you thought it was going to be like that. It just resets itself. But so we are constantly in this tested state here in this body like that, where you have these things like the ailments, you have the other things that might be plaguing you in your mind. You have these demons that are jumping on brothers like that. Oh. Speaking of which, we was talking about it the other night. Yeah, the elder apostle, what's his name there from GMS last stand? Yeah, finally he came back on there, and I was watching him the other day. I think it was Friday, and he said he finally got his channel back, and he was talking about the fact that there's demons that is plaguing a lot of brothers, and I was watching that, and I was like, wow, man, because remember we was talking about that, right? And it's still happening to me still. You know, and I'm like, he's saying that a lot of brothers experiencing a lot of demons are coming on. And he's going to the various different ones, and I was like, it comforts you because when you have these demons talking in your head, man, and I don't even repeat some of the things that come in my head from these demons are cussing out Yahweh Shai in my head. And it's like, Am I wicked? Why is this happening to me? I'm trying to clean and distract and it just come very sudden. And I notice after I do a lesson or meditating on something in scriptures like that, I notice that it just suddenly comes right afterward like that. So it seems as if these demons are trying to come at you when your faith is strong in Yahweh Shem Shai, and it's like a war, a tug of war going on in your mind. And this is happening to all the brothers in Great Stone, all the likewise brothers like the rest of us. It seemed to really be coming on, not an individual. And it was comforting to know that I'm not alone in this war, with this war of mine, that this motherfucker is trying to grab me, man. You know? But it means that this is part of that. This is part of that testing, that chastising the Lord has given to us, because these are things of how He's building us up spiritually stronger. Because let me tell you something. This is gonna be a physical thing. Esau is gonna one day grab you and put you in front of a guillotine. Some of us, okay. Some of us are gonna be in the wilderness like that, wondering what we're gonna eat next, or whatever cases like that. And boom, just like that food come over there, or some dog come with a nowhere and go, woof, woof, woof. What you got? And dog gonna pull a little damn bread wagon behind him with damn food.
I've seen I've seen like deer in certain places. The Lord, I've heard a brother mention this. You could be somewhere, and the Lord would just allow like a deer just come out of nowhere and just put and just lay on his back in position for you to slit his throat and do what you got to do to eat it.
Venison tastes really good, just so you know. So I hope a deer come with there. Mom, whatever. Like that, I love venison. Like that. Okay, so. You know, those are the things that happen. And the Lord is looking at these blessing you in more ways than you can think. Okay? Ain't no car come yet and hit us. There's a ton of cars here. They haven't come and hit us yet. Not one. And these people probably are angry enough to where they probably roll over us, some of them. Right? Instead, the Lord have them turn around that corner and they screw their tires around that corner. Okay?
Now, there's a scripture that says, Satan shall desire to sift you.
Yeah.
You know, and he's going to be doing that in these last days a lot. By intensifying, the temptations, man.
Yep.
You know, like sending attractive, adulterous women at you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You know.
Oh yeah.
And I remember when I first started in the truth. I remember there was a porn star in my training class. Easy. Yeah. Easy ass, right?
Yeah.
But she had a husband.
Yeah.
And she went about it when I asked her, she told me like a very wicked way. Like, I'm like, nah, man. She started acting funny after I curved it. She didn't know why I curved it. That's when I was on the tadpole. That's when I was a tadpole in the truth. Yeah. A decade ago. You know what I'm saying? And there's been many temptations, man. Okay? And see, it's gonna get, these temptations will get worse. Yep. Okay? Plagues in the mind, plagues in the flesh.
Yep.
But through my Shekah HaShah, we already have that victory.
And you can have these old people all of a sudden, like I was telling the out the other night, I go, all of a sudden now my email is being is flooded with these people from my past who are coming like that, and they don't know what I do. They don't know what I do, okay? And they think I'm that same guy. All right? So this is part of that egotistical, narcissistic thing that can come back to you where Esau comes from, man, where the devil comes to you and go, hey man, back in the day, you was doing this and doing that like that. You still got that. Hey, why don't you go back into that? Just do it for a little while. Just do it for a little while. You can still, you can still be in the truth. You just go back and go do that. No. You gotta be separated from these doggone people. We don't think different, so you can't walk the same way. You can't walk with the same power with these people, okay? Because we think totally different. Okay? So what do? I'm not going to entertain and even answer and respond to those emails. I just simply block them. Plain and simple. I block them. I block their IP address. Don't email me, because you people are a product of the world. Okay? And all of a sudden you're coming out of the blue. Where the hell? What the hell is this? 3 years go by. Okay? 3 years ago, I was not on the highway and the byway. See, this is how slick and beguiled the doggone devil is, man. Because see, they try to use that weakness, that narcissism inside of you and all that stuff. And that's why you have to cast off the old man. That's right. There's not a damn thing in this doggone place that I give a flying fuck about, man. Work is slavery, man.
That's right.
that shit was slavery. I was a slave to fucking this man. I did not enjoy. I've been in Great Babylon, America, 32 years. I did not enjoy this damn place. All I've been doing was just working. That's all I've done. 96% of my time in Great Babylon, America, is spent working. I have not enjoyed this place at all. I've never been to a football game, a baseball game, nothing. Not a damn thing. And you know what? I don't even care. That's the damn thing about it. I don't even give a fuck. I be honest with you like that. I have a very simple way I live my life. Okay, it's very simple, straight to the point. If I can eat, yep. On my computer, yep. Do my lesson, yep. Might crack on the PlayStation one of these days, I don't know.
This is Romans chapter 8, verse 35. Who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword? Okay, it's like a brother said, okay. No, not far-fetched, for us to face the scenario of Esau. The Heavenly Father allowed Esau to put our necks in a fucking guillotine, man. Yeah. Like he said in Revelation 20 chapter. Okay, just to test our faith, like he tested Abraham with Isaac. By telling Abraham to put Isaac to death. Okay? And this is what he's getting ready just to see if he would do it. And when he get ready to do it, he said, no, he sent an angel to tell him, no, stop. That's right. This is a test of your faith. You pass with flying colors. Yep. Okay? Now I'm really going to, this really solidifies why I'm going to establish my covenant with you. The loins of your, your loins. That's right. Okay? You see? So there's nothing that can separate us because in this world, because everything in this world is temporal, man. Like it says in 2 Corinthians, man. And everything in this world, being that it is temporal, is going to pass away. Because this is a part of Esau's heaven. That's right. You see? And this heaven is vanity, man. Because this heaven is his condition of heaven, wickedness. Okay? And all evil, in all matters of evil, including corruption, shall be quenched, like it says in 2 Ezra 6 chapter, man. This is why Colossians, the 2nd and 3rd chapter says how we're supposed to have our minds intended on the things above and not the things below, man. Okay, because everything down here is going to perish, except for the jewels of Yahweh by Shem and Shai that will be saved. Okay, all right, through that great through that great millstone, that great destruction in the twinkling of an eye, man. Okay, and if you're not of the elect, okay, you're gonna burn down here, man. Okay, along with everything down here. So there's nothing that can separate us from our love, but it's truth. Okay, in which, by the way. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 20. All right, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 24. Abide still, O my people, and take thy rest, for thy quietness shall come. Nourish thy children, O thou good nurse, establish your feet. And that good nurse is Sophia, wisdom. Okay? That's why in these last days, wisdom and knowledge shall be a stability of these times. Okay? It says, as for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number. Okay? Alright? I was looking for that scripture where it said, the Lord will give us a reward. I thought it was in this chapter. I'll just continue in verse 28. It says, 2nd Ezra 2:28, the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, said the Lord, Yahweh by Shem and Shai, because because the angels, the hedge as a protector, the angels protecting us, man, especially in that time of great trouble. That's why, I can grab Psalm 40 and 4. That's why in these last days, those who call on the name of Yahweh by Shem and Shai in faith and sincerity, receive the tender mercies of his truth, like it says in Psalm 145 and 18, while everyone else is going to die, man, and perish along with the belongings down here. So all you people driving around here in your fancy little chariots, man, your fancy little cars, thinking you're doing something, you're impressing somebody, including yourself, you're kidding yourself, man. Yeah. Okay,
little horn and shit.
God.
Yeah, thinking like, oh, look at them, like that, I'm like, nice warm car, while they're standing up out there. This is the book of Psalms 40 and 4, and it says, blessed is that man that maketh the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is trust and respect, not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies. Okay? So we don't respect these proud people like that. Okay? Guess what? Your house might be 25 or 40 or 3,000 square foot. Mine might be only about 300 square feet. Guess what? It's still a roof over my damn head nonetheless. Okay? And that was the thing about it. I've got to say, the one thing when I was out in the world, I did not have no damn type of jealousy of anybody's crap like that. I was like, your shit is your shit. Yeah, I just did it out. Okay? And that's the same thing even more so in the street. Okay? So we're not, if you want to drive around your flashy car, so what? Who gives a crap? What? You don't think you can find a flashy car? Okay, before? It's a car. It gets you from point A to point B. What's the big deal? Okay? These people are proud. Jakes are proud. Okay? They're proud of their accomplishment here. They brag about it. They want Esau to continue to see that. They want to please their master. Okay, and the act of pleasing your master, the wicked master Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man, okay, you displease the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahshua, who's the most important person to please. Okay? Because you're proud. You're too proud to stand up here on the highway and the byway to preach. You're too proud to mention and exalt the name of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You want the world to know that you know sweet Jesus. Okay? That's all I got out.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 35. Be ready to the reward of the kingdom, for the everlasting light shall shine upon you forevermore. Okay, and this is that everlasting light that will shine upon us. Okay, of wisdom. Okay, a spiritual gift. Okay, that will really be radiating, illuminating from us. Okay, for us achieving, or in this case, earning the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay, through our labor of love, man. And that's the reward, okay, which is the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay, that will be given to the poor. That's why Psalm 37:11 says, the meek shall inherit the earth.
Yep.
And the meek are poor.
The meek are poor.
Okay, so-called lower class, so-called middle class. Really ain't no fucking middle class.
Yeah,
really
is.
Low, upper class and lower class.
Lower class, okay.
Okay, that's what we are. We're the bottom of the barrel right now.
Yeah.
But we're winning, and that's why Yahushua is a perfect example. In this case, example. Of conquering the flesh, because through death. Okay, because he was homeless, man. Okay, he was homeless, and he rode on a donkey instead of a horse, man, just to show us the vanity of the things of the world, man, the riches of this world, man. It ain't shit.
It ain't shit. And he's going to come back in what? Great power and glory. And the earth is going to moan when they see him coming back, and it's like, yep, that's who rode on the donkey. See, at that time, Jake, because Jake is all vain. See, Jake is like this, and you could deal with this with your members of your family. When you ain't shit, as they like to go, you ain't going to grow up to be shit, okay? Because you ain't get nothing, you're just growing. But then you come back and you show that you did something. All of a sudden now everybody wants you. See, these 2 thirds are definitely going to want to deal with Yahweh Shem Yahshua Mashiach, becoming all great glory. Okay? Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. You're our king. But guess what? At that time they're gonna be dead anyhow.
That's why Psalm 110 chapter says, thy people shall be willing the day of thy power.
Yep, exactly.
They can be
willing, because that's just Jake right there, man. Jake ain't around. Jake don't know you when you ain't got shit like that, man. That's just the way Jake is like that. Like, this is it. Okay. So, Lord willing, you edified here. We bring on the gospel week out. Okay, on the highway and the byway, to feed the hopefully lack of Yasharala Israel. Okay, our so-called Black American Latino. And also let these doggone wicked ass, doggone heathen nations, particularly these Edomites, know that your time is up. Okay, and we see these judgments happening right now, whether you want to believe it or not. Okay, and so we're going to turn to the east, give all power and glory and honor to
Yahweh, Bashim, Yahshua, Bashim, Kakadash.
Double honors to teachers, others, and the apostles of great millstone. Also to you brothers that are putting on this true faithfully feeding the sheep, and to you brothers and sisters tuning in.
Shalom, DTA, and the Bible Ball, soon.
Very soon.